gentlemen, would you please help me welcome the Honorable Huey P. Long.
Further into economic slavery to where the flesh and blood of the born and the unborn will never be able to raise the debt, let alone come back and rescue the properties they lost from these depressions.
And when you're doing Huey, there's a pretty distinct persona that he created, and then the person. What are those distinctions?
I don't want to say he questioned himself because he was too brash for that, but he had a considerably softer and more personal side than he let people see. And but it only came out with individuals. Anytime there was more than one person, then he was Captain Gregarious. Every politician needs an enemy to whip up on and hold up as a horrible example, and I'm here to tell you that big oil corporations are the finest political enemies in the world. I imagine that's why God made him. Even today, his name evokes either love or hate. There's almost the only people who are ambivalent are the ones who don't know anything about him. And then once they do learn something about it, they seem to fall on one side of the fence or the other, depending on what side they were when they got there.
Now the truth is, New Orleans times speak you understand, they just don't want you to understand. And as long as I got the breath and the life and the backbone, I'm going to stand up and tell the newspaper record suckers what the lies are and tell you the truth about it, and they know them to tell you, and that's why they're against me.
That gives me the inevitable question. Are you a hater or a lover?
I love the man, but I would not have voted for his politics. I'm more of an independent libertarian type than he was. Again, where can it go wrong? It all depends on you know, what's your political ilk, whether something's right or wrong. I mean, look at that great big Huey Long Bridge over there. There were people who complained about how much money was spent to get it done, but it wasn't there before. You go ahead and build them toll bridges, Governor, and Huey P. Long will build free bridges right beside them, and your bridges will become the most expensive buzzard roosts in the world. There were a lot of politicians in charge of this state and in charge of the United States for a long time, and his legacy is still here decades later. Where's theirs?
Can you imagine that? These pissant legislators are going to try to impeach the Kingfish and them not knowing sheep dip from wild honey.
If people knew John McConnell, would there be a big distinction between John and Spud?
Not a lot. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I have my layers, and there's some layers I don't reveal to anybody but like my wife or my closest friends.
But no, pretty much, you know, you pretty much see what you get. I mean, I'm so busy learning how to portray other people that I don't have time to portray myself.